check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
How's it going, guys? Electron Man. Well, we're done with the Pace Side Talk 1000M. Turned out really good. I'm really happy with it. Got everything functioning on it. Got her all lined up now. She's kind of doing everything you want her to. I've got the signal generator going in her right now, as you can tell. It's got good strong audio on it. In fact, I'll go ahead and show you here. We'll go down to negative 120 dB. And I'm still getting received down at 0.5 microvolt. So yeah, we got solid receive on her. No complaints there. Go ahead and turn that off so you don't have to listen to that. Frequency wise, she's spot on. AM sideband, we'll go ahead and show you the power here in a second. Noise bank works like it should. As you can see, all your LED lights work like they should. You got your receive light, your TX light, got your AM light, upper sideband and lower sideband. Got everything cleaned. Front came out really good considering how rough it looked to start with. I'm pretty proud of that. It cleaned up nicely. As you can see, I have my new knob creation I built, and it works just like it should. Wouldn't know that wasn't a factory knob if I hadn't told you, right? I think that turned out really good. The case cleaned up pretty good. It has a little bit of pilling. It has that kind of stuff on it, but I mean, it's not bad at all. I think, considering what it came out of a trash pile, I'm really proud of the way it turned out. It turned out rather well. Let me show you one thing here real quick too. I want to kind of show you what a really good modulation looks like. And I tune a lot of radios, and I don't know what it is in the circuitry, but this is one of the cleanest modulations I have seen. I'm just going to we'll give you a 1 kilohertz tone here. And let me go ahead and bring that up there. And that is a beautiful carrier right there. That modulation is clean as well, so there's no crunching. And look at that sine wave. It's beautiful. That right there, I promise you, is going to be a good sounding radio on the other end. And then let me turn that off. We don't need to hear that tone. And then what else we got here? About the only thing I'm a little disappointed in is the internal speaker. Is when I hook it to an external, it sounds so much better. That internal, the paper's really dried out on it. And I've been looking around. I hadn't found, it's kind of an odd size. It's like a 3.5 inch. I mean, it works, obviously, you hear it, but I think the internal speaker could sound better if I could find a new one. The one that's in there, the cone's really dried out on it, and you can, when you push on it, you can kind of tell the voicicle's kind of catching. It's just not a good speaker. It could use a good replacement, but hook it to an external and solves that problem. No issue at all. Other than that, we'll go ahead and go up here and kind of show you what we're doing up here on the old power wise. After I tuned it 100%, as you can see, it's dead keying right at 5 watts, right where it should be. SWR should be 0. This meter here's a little flaky. I always clean everybody else's radio pots and everything, and I don't clean my own. There we go. Yeah, now it's flat. Anyway, there's a dead key, no modulation, right at 5 watts. Hello. About 12 watts. Actually, we can. This is a stock mic, mind you, and I'm having problems with my whistler today, but hello. I just can't whistle. What's the deal? Hello. About 12 watts anyway. That gets your point. It's dead dead key and 5 swinging about 12, and that's with clean modulation. We're not overpowering the unit. She'll run for a long time the way she's set right now. So I'm kind of happy. I mean, it is a 23 channel, which is kind of sad, but it's 23 channel sideband. And hey, you know, for coming out of a scrap bin, you know, I'm pretty impressed with it. It'll serve somebody well. I'm gonna put it on the shelf, and I'm gonna have me a little sale here pretty soon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it on Marketplace or what. I've been seeing here so many horror stories about eBay and, you know, the policies on the way they do things. I mean, I really am about afraid to sell on eBay. You get some knucklehead to get it and blow it up, and then, you know, if it's within 30 days, they can pack it back up and send it back to you and get their money fully refunded without you having a say on it, even if you put as is in there. So I'm not really comfortable with that, and especially electronic equipment like this that, you know, you have to have a good antenna, you have to check your SWR. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could hurt this radio if you don't know what you're doing. I'm just not really comfortable with selling on eBay, so I might do some Marketplace selling. But anyway, the point is that I am getting overwhelmed with radios. Between me picking them up at flea markets and junk bins and everything else, I've repaired, I don't know, about 40 radios here lately, and some are for customers, other ones were just garage sale finds, you know, secondhand store finds, whatever. And I'm just kind of overwhelmed with radios. I don't need this many, and I mean, I'd like to get them back out in the field doing some good for somebody. So I don't know. I have to think about it, but I think I'm probably just going to do like a Marketplace. I don't know if I want to do a, you know, PayPal, because then you get back into that, you know, whole thing of where you have to. It's a shame that we live in a world now that, you know, you don't have honorable people that you can trust. But I just, you know, I don't want to get ripped off, and I'm sure not wanting to rip anybody else off. In fact, you know, any of these radios I'll sell, most of them I've made videos on, so they can see by the video that I have repaired it and it's functioning perfectly. But anyway, well, I'm off on a tangent. But just a thought. I just need to start unloading some of these radios. I have got too many right now. I've got probably about 40 radios, and, you know, you can only talk on one at a time. And of course, there's some that are personal to my heart, and they're rare and hard to find, and I like to keep them for my collection. But there's a lot. I got, you know, 3 or 4 29s and 3 or 4 Cobra 25s, and, you know, that stuff. I mean, they're great radios, make somebody a great mobile, but I don't need that many of them. Anyway, guys, I wanted to go ahead and kind of give you a final on this. Like I said, I'm really proud of the way she turned out. From a junk bin to a full functioning radio. Pretty cool, right? Hope you enjoyed this video on this series. Get to see all what a SideTalk 100M does and what they look like and how they function. I don't know if there's anything else. It's pretty simple on the radio. It's pretty down to basic radio if you think about it. I mean, it's got a clarifier, it's got an RF gain, squelch volume, noise blank, PACB, and upper and lower sideband switch. I mean, that's it. So it's not a real complicated radio. I don't know what this sold for back in the day, but I imagine it was a pretty expensive radio at one time, being that it's a sideband. And it is well constructed. I mean, I've been on the inside of it, pretty impressed with it. Anyway, guys, have a great day out there. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video so that I can continue to get subscribers and keep this content up.